Next question for all 7 of you. Again, please listen carefully to the wording of this question. What is the one emotion that you feel the most when you see President Trump on TV or on your device? Note, I am not asking what emotion he is displaying, whether he looks happy or sad. I'm not asking that. I'm asking, what emotion does he bring up in you? Does he evoke in you when you see him on TV or on your device? In other words, fill in the blank. When I see President Trump on TV, I feel what? Looking for a word or a phrase, basically like an adjective.
Pride.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I want to call on you. I don't want anybody.
Oh.
Does everybody have one? You do? You sure? Steve, you got one?
Does it have to be one word?
Phrase is fine. I'm looking for an emotion that you feel.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, why don't you go first?
I feel good, but we can do better.
Okay. Do you feel all right? That's fine. Let's see. Anthony.
Clown.
No. What emotion do you feel?
Frustrated.
Okay. Got it. Drew.
Not as confident as I did 2 years ago.
Okay, so less confident.
Less confident.
All right. Jessica.
Disgust and embarrassment.
Okay. Patty.
Funny.
No, how does he make you feel?
Like, how can I? Comical, like unbelievable. I feel like this is unbelievable.
Okay. Ron.
Anxiety.
Okay. And Alice.
Pride.
Okay. Got it. So I'd like to know among the 7 of you whether on balance, taking everything into account, you approve or disapprove of what the Trump administration has done since it took office about 19 months ago. Okay. So again, it doesn't have to be 100-0 in your mind. It could be 51-49, 60-40. But on balance, taking everything into account, I want to know whether you approve or disapprove. So by a show of fingers, who approves? I got Alice, Steve, and Drew. Okay. Who disapproves? Ron, where are you?
50-50.
You gotta be leaning one way, dude.
Okay. Disapprove.
Disapprove. Okay. So it's 50.1 versus 49.9 for you?
I'm with Ron.
Pretty much.
Too.
Okay, hang on. All right. So Ron, Patty. Okay. Alice, in a sentence or two, why do you approve?
Mostly because he's closed the borders. He's getting rid of the illegal immigrants that are here. He's holding accountability to all the Democrats that stole from the taxpayers. He's diplomatically trying to help with Ukraine and Iran with the war, and he's trying to do it peacefully, but doesn't always work out that way.
Okay, thank you. Steve, why do you approve of President Trump's performance on balance?
He's for nuclear households, and he believes that there's 2 genders. So he's not delusional. He's more realistic than delusional. So I'm for that.
Okay, thank you. Drew, how about you?
Financially speaking, I keep looking at my investments, my 401k, and it keeps going up. So I'm trying to look at the future, and my money seems to be doing much better than it is now. And again, I still think that he's not as much of a politician as some people are. He may say some things that get people frustrated, myself included, but he doesn't really care what he says. He's not trying to get anybody's approval.
All right. Thank you. For the four of you who disapprove, why do you disapprove? Ron, give me a sense as to why you're ever so slightly lean to the disapprove.
Because he has increased like international tensions and tariffs that hit last year, hurt the economy, and inflation due to war with Iran.
Okay. Patty, how about you? You said you're also very slightly disapproving. Why?
Yeah, I think honestly, it comes down to just like nothing has gotten better as far as the cost of living, inflation. Food is like astronomical. You know, gas. There's weeks, of course, when it's less, but still overall, it's very high. I mean, just overall, the cost of living is just so high right now. Our utilities, insurance, all of that.
Got it. Thank you. Jessica, why are you disapproving?
Pretty much echoing the last Patty and Ron, international relations, the tariffs, the cost of living, but also it just seems like he leads his decision making with racism and sexism and homophobia, and that becomes very transparent in everything he says and does.
Okay. Jessica, I'm going to ask you in the next answer to please speak up because you're coming through like an echoey, distant kind of sound. I'm sorry. Anthony, why you disapprove?
I think he's polarizing this nation, and through the back channels of Project 2020, I'm gravely concerned that he's trying to return people that look like me to become second-class citizens again.
Got it. Thank you. For the four of you who disapprove, what needs to happen for you to change your mind and say that you approve? Anybody? Jessica, I see you
Nothing.
smiling. Hang on a second. Jessica, I see you smiling. You got an answer for me?
I can't imagine that anything would make me go to the approved side at this point, knowing his track record, his history, his everything.
Okay. Got it. Anthony, you about to say something?
Nothing. That was not changed in his first term, and it's gotten worse in his second term. So nothing.
Okay. Ron, how about you?
Sorry, I was on mute. Yep. I'm not sure what can change my my disapproval to approval. I think that if international tensions, if he's able to mitigate them, so that way it's not adversely affecting us domestically, and in return also inject some incentives for the cost of living to go down a bit and help alleviate a lot of that financial strain on states and then essentially the counties as well.
Got it.
Yeah.
Patty, how about you?
Yeah, definitely just kind of get the cost of living everyday costs just back to a more affordable place. Or, you know, we could raise wages, but that may come with a whole other slew of other problems. So, you know, just affordability for
Okay.
things that all of us Americans.
Got it. Patty, you're frozen and we're hearing background noise. Can you restart your computer and re-log on? Thank you. I'm going to call on everybody for this next question. I want you to think about it for a minute. If you could ask President Trump any one question, what would you ask him? It could be on any subject. You guys all have one? No? Jessica's still thinking. It's all right. Take another minute. Don't overthink it. Everybody got one? Jessica, you got one for me? Why don't you go first?
Why do you hate women so much?
Okay. Alice?
I would ask him his thoughts and feelings on the fair tax.
Okay. Ron?
I would ask him, why is he in business and using the government as a facade to get in business with big AI companies without really understanding the fundamentals of how AI works and how the data centers adversely affect the economy and the environment? Why are you doing that?
Okay. Steve?
Yeah.
Why is everything so expensive?
Okay.
And yeah, why is everything so expensive? That's why I ask him. Why he not thinking about the people making everything expensive?
Okay. Anthony, how about you?
If it was so easy to release Dr. Fauci's diaries, why is it so hard to release the unredacted Epstein files?
Okay. Drew?
Is there any way possible you could stay off social media? I feel that every time you go out there, all you do is just put fuel on the fire and cause arguments throughout the country, no matter what side you're coming from.
Okay. Patty, we're asking everybody, I asked everybody, what question would you ask President Trump if you could ask him any question?
What is this what he planned? Like when he went in for the second term, is this like what is this what he wanted? Has he met the goals that he wanted?
Okay, got it. Thank you. All right. So I want to hear from each of you on the next question. What is the one emotion that you feel the most strongly when you see President Trump on TV or on your device? Now, I'm not asking what emotion he's displaying, whether he looks happy or sad. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, what emotion does he bring up in you? Does he evoke in you when you see him on TV or on your device? In other words, fill in the blank. When I see President Trump on TV, I feel what? Look for a word or a phrase. Stop and think about it for a second. Everybody got one? All right. Jamie, what's yours?
Frustrated.
Okay. Mackenzie?
Conflicted.
All right. Jennifer?
Neutral.
Okay. I'm going to push you a little bit. Really?
Oh man. Okay. I mean, it really depends. Like if it's, what are we saying and what are we talking about? I do go in pretty neutral just to listen to it.
Okay, but you have no emotional reaction when you see him on TV.
If anything, frustrated
Okay.
more often than not.
All right. Tyler?
Yeah, I think frustrated was the first that came to mind. Yeah.
Okay. Sarah? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Rage.
Rage, okay. So I'd like to know whether on balance, taking everything into account, you approve or disapprove of what this administration has done since it took over 19 months ago. So as you think about it, you could be 100 to 0, one way or the other. You could be 75-25, approve, disapprove, disapprove, approve. You could be 51 or 49, narrowly going either way. I just want to know on balance where you end up. Okay? So by a show of fingers, who would say that you approve overall what this administration has done since it took over? Tyler, you do. And who disapproves? The other 4. Okay. All right. So Tyler, in a sense or two, tell me why you approve.
Yeah, that's I wouldn't say it's 100 to 0. I think there's certainly been a lot of things that have caused the frustrated emotion, but overall I've been, I guess more often than not, I've been, can I say 60-40 approved of the things he's done? Yeah.
Okay. And what is it that you approve of specifically?
Yeah, specifically I'd say I approve of I've approved of more discipline regarding our country's immigration policy. I've approved of some more of the, I guess, I approved of some of the things that he's handled in foreign policy, haven't approved of others, but overall have been positive of the way he's tried to, for example, start negotiations with Russia, however successful those have been. Iran's another matter entirely, but yeah, some of those things would give me an approval rating overall.
Okay, got it. For the 4 of you who disapprove, can you give me a sense as to why? Mackenzie, let me start with you.
You know, it was kind of a close call for me. I was fairly close to the 50-50, but I'd say more like the 51 disapprove and 49 approve. That there are some things that he has done that well, I mean, first of all, considering the alternative, I think that he's been a much better president than Harris would have been. But I also think that he has done some things, especially like as far as income taxes and the economy, that have benefited families such as myself. But at the same time, there's things like the war in Iran, the Epstein files, high gas prices, which in turn means high grocery prices. Housing still seems to be very unaffordable as well. And so things like that are just not quite where I think that they should be.
All right. Jamie, how about you?
I'm just disillusioned with pretty much everything he's done since he took office. He was going to end conflicts on the first day, which he didn't do. Instead, he's gotten us into needless wars. His tariffs have caused prices. It's been like a tax on things for the American people. He's more worried about his vanity projects, like the reflecting pool and his ballroom, than he is with the real problems in this country.
Okay. Jennifer.
So I have extensively made a lot of money in investments. So that's the only positive. And the positive of that obviously didn't outweigh the negative. I've grown up in Iowa and I've seen immigration raids, and I think it's atrocious to humans in general. There are better ways to, facilitate immigration policy, and this was not it at all. Yeah, I'm about to take a trip for a few days, and I'm about to pay a lot of money in gas, I'm sure, throughout this whole thing, way more than what I ever have before. So it's some of those things that hit my local pocketbook, but also just policies that are not really for the human, the
Okay.
actual humans that are in this country.
Got it. Sarah,
I don't approve of a single thing he's done. My taxes dang near bankrupt us last year. We didn't see any benefit of that. Our groceries, I mean, I have to drive 45 minutes just to be able to afford my groceries, but then you're dealing with the gas prices on top of that. I'm seeing people destroyed. All he cares about is his friends and his family avoiding lawsuits or paying his own taxes. I'm in the lower middle class where I sit. We're being killed.
okay. Thank you. So for the four of you who disapprove, what needs to happen for you to change your mind and say that you approve? I mean, some of you, it sounds though it's a longer trip from disapprove to approve than it is for others. So I'm going to start with and focus on you, Mackenzie, because it seemed like it was a pretty close 51-49 type of thing for you. What would shift you from disapprove to approve?
I would say the resolution of the Iran conflict, as well as making gas and groceries more affordable. Figuring out a solution to student loans is something that's an important issue that affects me as well.
Okay. For the other three of you who disapprove, is there anything that he could do to move you from disapproval to approval?
You got to have more party line reach. We're just in complete conflict on a regular basis. Instead of, we've got a few parties, let's actually come to an actual agreement and let's actually do some stuff. That's far more positive, like anything. Now, that wouldn't make me approve, but that would make me want to actually start approval.
Got it. Okay. I'm going to call on you individually for this next question for all five of you. If you could ask President Trump any one question, what would you ask him? Everybody have one? See, Tyler and Jennifer look like they're still thinking. Don't overthink it. Tyler, you have one? Okay. Jennifer? All right.
Yes.
Jennifer, why don't you go first?
What are you actually doing for the American people?
Okay. Sarah?
And
Sorry.
Why?
To basically bring this country forward instead of just talk.
Okay. Sarah, go ahead.
Why do you hate us?
All right. Tyler?
Yeah, I'd be curious to see. I would just ask, what is the plan? What is the plan with the economy? What is the plan with Iran? Seems kind of blows around with whatever's on the news. I want to see some direction or plan. Yeah.
Okay. Jamie?
Oh, man. I guess I'd ask what was the real reason that we invaded Iran?
Okay. Mackenzie?
Why is Israel so much more important than the American people?
Okay.